What's up, y'all? It's Dre, EMIP, man. Today I want to talk about my lenses. I want to talk about the lenses that I use and how I use them. And, you know, if you have the same lenses or you're thinking about getting the lenses that I have and how you may want to use them as well. Now, first, I want to talk about this one. This is the kit lens that everybody hears about. Not everybody, but this is a kit lens. This is the 18 to 105. I mean, you might have like 18 to 55 or something like that. But usually the kit lens, this is the Nikon. They come with the camera. And you might hear a lot of people dogging these lenses. I think this is a great lens. Now, what makes it kind of doggable, where people want to talk about it, you know, where people want to talk bad about it, is it has a variable aperture. I mean, this is 4.5 to 5.6. Let me see. No, this is a 3.5 to 5.6 variable aperture. That means you don't have control of your aperture as you zoom in and out the spectrum, you know. So as you zooming in, you know, you're losing that low aperture and going all the way up to 5.6. You might not be able to use that. But if you know, now how I use this, let's say, if I know I'm not shooting below 5.6, kind of bright sunny day, and I'm taking it outside, this is what I use, man. I will use this lens. It's also a lighter footprint, man. It makes your camera lighter, you know, when you walk around with that big rig. So I will actually take off my battery grip and use this if I'm just kind of walking around like a fair or something and I just want to take pictures with my DSLR. I really like this lens. It takes good quality pictures. What sucks, variable aperture, but if you know you're not going down below 5.6, it's all good. It's actually good glass in here. No one's gonna tell you use the kit lens. They're not gonna tell. And you know, don't knock it until you try it. And if you're getting started in photography, go ahead and start taking shots with this thing. This is an excellent lens to use, an excellent lens to get started in photography. And I have some videos how you can kind of try to blow out the background with one of these. It's not impossible. You just kind of got to get closer to your subject, zoom in, set it to the lowest aperture, put the background as far away you can from the subject, and take a shot, and your background will be out of focus. So this is the kit lens. This is my kit lens, and I still use it. I use it a lot to shoot videos as well. Right now I'm using my 50mm, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So the kit lens, 18 to 105, mine is a Nikon. Now this right here, this is my most recent lens that I bought, I don't know, about a year ago. I can't even remember. But this is the Tamron 24 to 70. Now this thing right here basically stays attached to my camera. But one of the downsides, I'm going to talk about the downside real quick. And there's only one that I come across. It's heavy, man. This is a heavy lens. And if you got this hooked up to your DSLR rig, I mean, it makes walking around tough. But when I'm doing a photo shoot, for the most part, I can get by on the whole shoot using this. Unless I want to do something special, I don't have a wide angle in my bag, you know, I'll either switch to this, the 50, or the long 70 to 200. You know, those are the three lenses that I will choose from in a photo shoot. My camera bag, one of the lenses on my list for my camera bag is the 14 to 24. It's not at the top of the list though. It's at the bottom because I am getting by with the tools that I have, and that's this, man. I really love this lens. It has image stabilization, and don't knock it because it's a Tamron. This is actually a great lens. It's even got great remarks in the DSO mark. You can go check that out. Who opened up my eye to this lens is that Matt Granger. You know, he kind of, I think I saw one of his videos, and then that's when I kind of just started trying to do my own in-depth reviews. Now, let me tell you something. When you buy a lens, don't be afraid to get the lens. I always say try it before you knock it. I mean, most of us, if you're watching this video, you're not shooting for Vogue magazine, right? I mean, we're shooting for casual, maybe some clients that don't even know nothing about photography, and they're not going to be sitting on their computer zooming in 200 to 1 to look at the edges, looking at color aberration and all that stuff, you know, that fancy purple fringing and things like that. They're not going to do that. You know, they just not that into photography. Only people that's doing that is other photographers. So, you know, don't be afraid to get a lens that you might like, that in your price range. Check it out. If you buy it from Amazon, you can return it. Just try it, return it. I don't like it, get your money back. right? And then go ahead and get the more expensive lens or whatever lens you think might be better. But anyway, this is my 24-70. I use it all the time. It basically can get anything unless I'm trying to get long range. I really like this lens. I like the image stabilization. I like everything about it. I mean, I can't knock it. It's just heavy, man. This thing is heavy. So that's what I don't like it. And that's when the kit lens can come in handy. You know, when you just know you're going to be out there a long time and you're not necessarily shooting wide open apertures, right? You know, go ahead and use this, man. I see right now this thing, I'm going to say this is about 2.5 times the weight of this. No, maybe twice the weight, but it's heavy and it's smaller. You know, look at that. Okay, so that's that, and then here's my big boy. This is the Sigma 70-200. This is the one without OS, and if you saw one of my videos, it's one of my more popular videos, but it's a lot of bad comments on it. Oh, you don't use it. Anyway, now that I got a full frame camera, I do use it more often, but now this thing is heavy. This thing is like twice the weight of this. You know, so you definitely don't want to be walking around with this lens. I mean, you got to pull it out, shoot, put it back in the bag, man, because it's heavy. Anyway, so I like this lens. The OS, the non-OS, the non-optical stabilization lens, I think it's great for a full frame camera. And if you're gonna use it on the crop sensor, you know, a crop body camera, you gotta use that crop factor. So this thing's shooting super long and, you know, it'll be like, you know, hold it steady. Put that on a tripod, you know what I mean? Because, if you're trying to handhold it, it gets tough, you know, and that's something I didn't know, you know, so that's why I was getting knocked into that video. I thought I can get by. I was like, man, I can hold that steady. I ain't paying up another $200 for the OS, you know, I can hold this thing. Nah, I couldn't hold it. Yeah, you need to, man, you need to put this thing on a tripod if you're using like a crop body type camera. But other than that, man, this is an excellent lens. Now this, I use it long range. I'm trying to get way out there. I'm trying to compress the background. Let's talk about that really quick. Compress the background. What does it mean? It means to bring the background closer to your subject. So like if you're shooting, you got your subject here and you got like a city in the background. If you're using this, you can put that city right, like they kind of right, boom, right behind the subject. It just brings them closer to the background. Bring that background in. That's when you want to use this, and also to get to long range, and that's when I use this as well. And also, you can seriously blow out some backgrounds with this lens and me putting that background totally out of focus by zooming all the way into 200 millimeters and dropping that aperture to 2.8. You can really blow the hell out of the background with this. So this one is a big Canon. I use it a lot. No, I don't use it a lot, but I use it for bringing that background in. And if I need to just get something close. Oh, I get knocked, man. I use this for street photography. A lot of people, oh, you gotta shoot wide for street photography, man. That sucks. Not really. I like detail. I like closer type images. I like intimate type images. And this will get you right in on there. Some people might say, yo, you're a creeper. I don't know if you're creeping too much with this, but if you're going to use the lens hood as well, I mean, it's kind of hard to do street photography and not being seen because you got your big rig, you got this on the camera, people will see this, you know, but, you know, you got like a 24 megapixel camera, high, you know, camera like that, you can shoot, zoom in, be far away, zoom in, and you can really crop that image down and still maintain your quality and like the image. So anyway, I use it for that, believe it or not. I don't like necessarily shooting wide. I really like detail. I like more intimate images. And if you go to my webpage, envymeimages.com, I don't really plug that page that much, and you'll notice, you'll kind of see my style and how I kind of like to shoot. And that's why I really like this lens. So I have one more lens, and that is filming me right now, and that's the 50 millimeter. It's like this, 1.8. I'm sure you heard about it. It's a very cheap lens, but a very high quality lens. I totally recommend everyone getting this lens. Now, some people debate between that lens and the Nikon, and you got the Canon version, 1.4. Now, you're gonna pay almost 3 times as much for the 1.4 versus the 1.8, and we only talking like a half a stop or so, you know, not even a stop, like half a stop 3/4 of a stop, something like that. So go ahead and get the 1.8. Try it out. Buy it from Amazon or a store that takes returns. Try it out. Don't like it, return it. Then go ahead and get the 1.4. But don't knock it until you try it. That's my point when I say that. Also, I shoot portraits with the 50 1.8. Oh, you can't shoot portraits with a 50, blah, 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 blah. Everybody says you need the 85. It's got to be long, even up to 200 millimeters. I like the way it looks, and it's all about me. It's what I like. Screw everybody else, man. It's what I like, what appeases my eye. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm all about. That's what my whole channel is about. It's all about you and what you think, and, you know, stop worrying about what other people think. You know, like it. If you like it, do it, and tell people why you like it. And then they might like it. You might, oh yeah, I do like that. You know, the 50 millimeter, it's what you see with your eyes. You know what I mean? Now remember, if you're using a 50 millimeter on a crop body, it's like a 75 millimeter, so it's a little different. So 50 millimeters, you know, I will shoot a portrait with that. You know, I will mostly try to shoot it with the 70, 24 to 70 zoomed out at the 70, you know, towards the higher end, but I will shoot it with a 50 because I like it, and that's it. That's the bottom line. That's all that matters. Me. Well, anyway, those are my lenses. Go ahead and put in the comments what lenses you got. What's your favorite lens? What lens do you want to put in your camera bag for the 2016? And we could talk about it. If you notice, I got the Tamron Sigma and the Nikon. Brand name, in my opinion, doesn't matter. Just go out and get a lens that you like that's gonna fit your budget. Now, like I said, if you're watching this video, you're not shooting for Vogue. You're not doing it. If you are, hit me up. Let me know why you watch my videos. But anyway, when you get better, you know, at photography, and when you start making money and it's coming in really, really plentiful, go out and get that high quality glass so you have it. You know, so it's always there to get. It's always available. Basically, what I'm saying is this is not going to stop you from doing great photography. None of these lenses are going to stop you from making great images. Gosh, it just frustrates me thinking about it. So anyway, go ahead and step up. Use this as a stepping stone. Use these lower quality, I should say, I wouldn't say lower quality, I'm going to say lower price, because I think they're excellent quality lenses to get you started, to go ahead. And if you like it, man, don't even step up, man. If you like it, you like it, and it's good. It's all good, man. The professionals use the Tamron, they use the Sigma, they are out there, okay? So, but the higher end, when you get there, go ahead and buy it then, you know, right? Nobody's gonna tell, because then you're shooting for higher quality. You might be shooting for that client that is zooming in 200 to 1. Oh my God, the edges are kind of warping out on me. And they know a little bit about photography, and they're gonna call you out on it. But for the most part, nobody's doing that. Anyway, I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm going to go ahead and sign out. Thanks for watching this video, man. I appreciate ya. You know it as always. And hey, if you're new to this channel, go ahead and check out my other channels. My other channels. Go ahead and check out my other videos. Check them out. See if you like them, and then subscribe. And then hit me up in the comments and tell me you subscribed, and I'll be like, hey, thanks for subscribing to EMIP. And the subscribers already, you know I love you, right? Thank you, everyone, for watching. And go ahead and put the lenses in your camera bag. Put that in the comments, don't forget. And I'll also link these lenses in the description if you want to go ahead and check them out. There'll be Amazon links, and you click on the Amazon link, I get a little something from Amazon, and it kind of helps me out. So anyway, thanks for watching. I am Dre, EMIP, as always, out.